Alright, so good afternoon everyone, thanks for joining us here at London Heathrow. Just going to wait for the ads to kick in before we actually do the proper intro. Just going to watch the few aircrafts that are taxiing to the runway at the moment. Alright, so that was the last departure of the day there on runway 27 right. So as you can see now, which we're going to focus on, we've got the maintenance vehicles that are currently inspecting the runway as at 3 o'clock, which is, well, just about now, we've got a runway change. So today London Heathrow will be using runway 27 right for arriving traffic, and then runway 27 left for the departing jets. So that changes obviously at 3 o'clock, which is perfect time for us, which is obviously why we're here right now to get some stunning shots of the arriving jets. Obviously you can see there just in the background the last two jets arriving on runway 27 left here at London Heathrow, and this is the last one before they switch over. So anyway, the intro. Not morning. Used to last week's stream. Sorry about that, guys. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to London Heathrow EGLL LHR airport. We've got a range of different pretty much airports being covered, and then a range of different airlines, aircrafts, and generally a lot to see here at the airport. So expecting lots of action today, loads of touchdowns with distant departures. If there is any jets that you would like us to focus on, please let us know in the live chat below. We obviously really appreciate suggestions as to what we could do to get the stream looking much better than it already is. So obviously if you got any suggestions, let us know in the live chat as well. But yes, so runway 27 right in action today with well, I'll read you out the wind report or the weather report at London Heathrow. We wait for the first jet to arrive. So yes, today it's currently 22 degrees with a few clouds. I'd say a ceiling of clouds of I'd say maybe 4,000 today. It's not too bad. So obviously it's a good day for spotting. Right now we've got visibility of 10 kilometers plus with no VFR warnings. Got 11 knots of wind blowing in the well, pretty much eastern direction. So obviously western operations today, which is great for us. Everyone likes the westerly operations. And yes, so right now going to be focusing on this British Airways Boeing 777 that's being towed into parking. I'll read the live chat actually whilst I've got time. So let's see, Marcus Robinson joining us in economy. Thank you so much for joining the membership program. We really do appreciate the support, and we hope you enjoy the perks. Adam 7, good afternoon to you, saying I'm excited. Well, so are we. I mean, we're always excited when we're here at London Heathrow. I mean, you've got literally lots to expect here. We're actually at Myrtle Avenue about 20 minutes ago, just before setting up. No, 20 minutes ago is a bit of an exaggeration. I'd say an hour ago, just gathering some shots. And yeah, we did see a go around. I think it was the same as last week, where the approach was simply not it, but also the fact that there was traffic on the runway at the same time. So yeah, a go around already, which sadly haven't captured just yet, but perhaps we'll get one today. Matt's Aviation, good afternoon to you, thanks for joining us. Planespotting Perth, good afternoon to you. The time must be very late over in Perth today, but yeah, 10 PM, wow. Well, thanks for making the effort for joining us, obviously. Abraham Parks, good afternoon to you as well, saying when's the runway switch? Well, it's currently now. We're just waiting for the arriving traffic at the moment, so just bear with us. Obviously we've got, if I'll focus on now, the Eurowings A319 that's just used 27 left for departure, so we have got confirmation that it's going to be 27 right for arrivals. So I just give all of the jets a bit of time to obviously manage their approach into London Heathrow. But you can see there the 787 that's currently being towed into parking. But yes, so Tim, good morning or afternoon to you as well. I trust you all had a good weekend. We had an amazing weekend, just sort of looking at spots, because we have had, as you might have seen, comments about the Renaissance Hotel, which are currently at, obviously not allowing people to spot from the airport, which is a bit of a shame. But we're here now. We're going to be talking to them later on today, just to see if there is any issues with us being here. But yes, let's see. Mark Booth, good afternoon to you over in Manchester. Tina York, good afternoon. Yes, it is the Renaissance. But yes, so I can see a distant arrival, so it's on final approach here at runway 27 right at London Heathrow. That's going to be inbound, just going to wait for it to get a bit closer. Let's see, and Tim, it is great to have you here. I'd like to apologise for obviously missing Saturday's stream. That was obviously due to the reports, which I don't really want to go into depth about. Is unfortunate, but we're trying to sort things out. But yeah, we are here now. Yes, let's see. Harold Clark saying this is memorizing and endlessly entertaining. Nice work, thank you so much. I mean, we haven't had much action here just yet, still waiting for the arrivals, but the fact you're obviously enjoying the taxiing action is fantastic. So yeah, just look out for the traffic generally here. I see Ben Wathen, good afternoon to you. Hope you're doing well and looking forward to the great stream as always. Yeah, thank you, Ben. Looking forward to it. I mean, plenty of traffic inbound. Should be seeing a couple of A380s today, which is stunning for us. That's going to be the Emirates A380, I think, and the Singapore Airlines A380. So that's great. We've got a few Singapore lovers in the live chat. I know that from last stream. But there's one of the arriving jets. Let's just dial the focus in. There he is. What's that? Is that a 787? I can't quite see. See, I'm looking at the camera screen and I can't see much. No, it does actually look like an A350 perhaps. You can just about see in the background to the left, you've got a second jet on arrival, so on final approach here at London Heathrow. Alright, so some info on this jet. So it's the Virgin Atlantic A350 1000 arriving from Lagos. And it's currently on a 6-hour and 2-minute long journey, and it's registered Golf Victor Papa Oscar Papa, that is GVPOP, in case you're wondering. We'd like to check out the aircraft information. Obviously in today's stream we'll be giving out all of the information on the jets. That's registration, destination, time of the route, and obviously aircraft and airliner. So obviously if you like some detailed descriptions on the jets, obviously stick around and perhaps smash the like button if you're gonna enjoy the stream, obviously. But here is the A350. And in case you're, well, didn't know, I guess, that is Virgin Atlantic's biggest jet that they operate, the A350-1000. Currently you've got the 787, I think that's a 9 Dreamliner that's being towed away. Let's see, Simply Bespoke Travel, good afternoon to you, thanks for joining us. And so Tim's saying, don't apologise, mate, it's just great to have you whenever it's all working for you. Yeah, I mean, we were hoping to do a Saturday stream, it's just, you know, it's a bit unfortunate. It would have been a wombo combo with a Friday and a Saturday stream, but obviously we're here now, and, you know, just going to enjoy the views at the moment. But, yes, so, you've got a... another jet on arrival. I'm just trying to find out where that's coming from. Let's see. Okay, so it's going to be the British Airways A319 on its 2 hour and 9 minute long journey from Krakow. It's over in Poland, I believe. And obviously, this A319 is registered Golf Delta Bravo Charlie Bravo. That is GDBCB. Got a train of 3 aircraft currently in line for arrivals. Great landing there. Let me just change a few of the settings at the moment, so bear with me. Yeah, I think that's better. Ooh, got an arrival already. Let's see. Okay, so by the looks of it, it's the 787. Just checking flight radar. So it's the Virgin Atlantic 787-9 Dreamliner arriving from Mumbai on its 8 hour and 57 minute long journey. That was a nice touchdown there. I do apologise if you see a bit of a change in colour. I'm just trying to adjust the colours so that the stream isn't too dark. It's just a bit of a difficult thing to do, especially when it's very grey out here. But oh, no time for that. We've got the British Airways 777-300 arriving from LAX, that's Los Angeles, on its 9 hour long journey. 777 is going to be registered Golf Sierra Tango Bravo November, that is GSTBN. Let's see, and there it is. Stunning jet that is. Try and get the focus on. Lovely. And yes, so just a warm welcome to our current 100 live viewers at the moment. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. And Ken, good afternoon to you. Didn't quite see your message there, so yeah, good afternoon. Hope you're doing very well. And so, next arrival, which is nice and close, we'll focus on that in a minute. Just going to read out the info on that. So it's going to be the Air France A220-300, or the BCS-3. That's run from Paris CDG on its 38-minute long flight. Nice and short flight for a small aircraft. Registration on board this jet today, let me just find the aircraft. There it is. Registration on the A220 today is going to be Foxtrot Hotel Zulu Uniform Tango, that is FHZUT. There is mixed opinions with the A220 for me. It's a stunning aircraft, but I don't know, there's something about the look of the cockpit, or the windows at the front, really. Stunning shot there. That A220's landing was amazing. Got the British Airways A380 not inbound, that's going to be departing. Runway 27 left. Let's see. So next arrival is going to be the British Airways A320-200, arriving from Milan on its 1 hour and 30-minute long journey, and that is right here. Ooh, seems as if my brightness is out of... There it is, that's better. That was nice. We've got the Eurowings A319, I think that is. That's been pushed back onto the tarmac. It's going to be heading out very, very soon. Runway 27 left, that is. If you're just joining us now. Next up is going to be a Loganair E145. So yes, that's going to be right here, actually. Stunning Loganair jet. Got the Finnair A3, is that 19 or 20? Right, I'd just like to apologise for that not too smooth approach there. Should have done better. I was just watching out. I thought we had someone behind us, so yeah, I do apologise for that. But was just about to read the live chat as well. Okay, I'll read that after this next arrival if the traffic isn't too hectic. I got this one right here. What was that? Is that an A320? Let's see. Okay, I can't quite see this on my radar, unfortunately. So I'll give you some updates if I see it on the runway. that's the British Airways A319 based off of what I can see. Obviously, can't quite tell what the route is on board that flight, but yeah. What I found quite weird actually is these two Virgin Atlantic jets. I think they're both A330, just parked at this side of the terminal. Usually right next to this American Airlines jet, but they'll be moved very soon. I'm assuming. But yes, next up is going to be an Aegean Airlines A321neo from Athens, that is. But first of all, let's see. Danny48, good afternoon to you. Winston, good afternoon to you. David Henton, good afternoon to you as well. Hope you're doing very well. Let's see the Aegean jet right here. Definitely going to be a close one with the jet behind. It looks very, very close. Might have a go around here, depending on how long this A321neo takes to vacate the runway. I think this 777's actually got it. Let's see. Just gonna dial in the focus. There it is. Okay, so Michael Singh, good afternoon to you. And Adam7, good afternoon to you too, saying how am I? Doing very well, thank you, Adam. How are you? Also saying any A380s yet? As of now, nothing, but we have got a couple scheduled for throughout the stream. As far as I've seen, there is. It's Turkish Airlines, Boeing 777 from Istanbul. We've got the Swiss A220 pushing back. There is the A380 on departure. I think we'll skip this arrival. Oh, in fact, we might try and capture both jets. Might just capture the left off of the A380 because we've actually got a Gulf Air 787 Dreamliner with the retro livery. Ah, this A380 is gonna have to be quick. There it is. The British Airways A380. Okay, now just gonna quickly capture the touchdown of the Gulf Air retro. That's coming from Bahrain. That's a mega livery there. Right, the Aegean Airlines A321neo just taxiing in front of us now. That's going to be heading to the gate area. Train of 3 aircraft waiting to arrive at the moment. It's for everyone's knowledge, in case they were wondering about the traffic at the moment. And yes, so as you've got Michael and Abraham saying, got the Singapore Airlines A380 very soon. It's 5 minutes time according to Abraham. And Ian Lumsden good afternoon to you, saying thanks for your wonderful entertainment. Well, no worries, glad you're all enjoying this broadcast so far. And Moscow 380, good afternoon to you, saying majestic as always. Let's see, so up next is going to be the British Air, no it's not, it's going to be the Royal Jordanian A321-200, that's the A321 CEO, current engine option, and that's going to be arriving from Amman on its 5 hour and 5 minute long journey. Very long for an A321 CEO, don't know how comfortable I would be on board this flight. Actually going to watch the taxi of the Turkish Airlines Boeing 777 just before the arriving jet. And yeah, so the next arrival is going to be the British Airways A321-200, also a CEO aircraft, and that's going to be arriving from Frankfurt am Main. That's the main airport in Frankfurt, and that's about a 1 hour and 15 minute long journey today. It's held by the A321, that's registered Golf Echo Uniform X-Ray Echo, that's GEUXE. And yeah, gonna focus on the A321 now. There it is, just about to touch down, runway 27 right. The Turkish Airlines Boeing 777 now, such a massive aircraft. Main competitors with the A350 actually. So next aircraft in line is going to be the British Airways A320-200 from Algiers on its 2 hour and 26 minute long journey. And Corinthia TV, good afternoon to you over in Greece. Sorry about that, we just had a lorry pull up in front of us. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. I think he's going to be blocking the touchdown markers. If that is the case, we'll definitely move out of here. Let's see, so the A320. And so the A380 second in line for arrivals. Let's see, so up next is going to be the American Airlines Boeing 777-200 arriving from Seattle on its 8 hour and 38 minute long journey. Registration today is going to be November 751 Alpha November. There it is. Weaving a bit there on final approach. And I do apologise for that blue thing that you're seeing on the screen as the jets arrive. You've just got a truck that's pulled in at the most inconvenient spot for us. But anyway, the Singapore Airlines A380 arriving from Singapore on this 13-hour long journey. The registration on board A380 today is going to be 9 Victor Sierra Kilo Zulu, that is. So 9VSKZ. And yes, so I do apologise if the ads are still playing. So we've contacted YouTube and, you know, let them know about this issue. We have told them, but yeah, it must be a bug in the system. I do apologise if there are adverts playing midway. Yeah, it's that automatic option that YouTube are doing. It's a bit annoying. I'm really sorry for that. But well, good news. I'm gonna move on to the good news. The truck has moved out of the way, so our viewpoint is back to normal. So yeah, I do apologise for that period of time. There was nothing we could have possibly done. I think he just stopped to see the Singapore A380. And Abraham saying strange place to park a truck. It definitely is. Don't know what he was thinking, but guess a fellow plane spotter, put it that way. Got a helicopter actually. Don't see many of those on our channel, but that's currently circling over London Heathrow Airport. It's a bit dangerous, I must say. What if the aircraft was to go around? No, he's gone now. But yes, up next, gonna read out the traffic once again. So it's a British Airways aircraft. Just waiting for my flight radar to load up. Let's see. So it's the British Airways A320-200 from Berlin. Total flight time of 1 hour and 30 minutes, and the registration is Golf Echo Uniform Kilo, GEUUK. And yes, that helicopter is still circling around the airport, now currently hovering over runway 27 left. And so next up, we've got a Delta A330-900 or an A330neo. So this here is going to be arriving from Los Angeles, LAX. Nice and high flare. But registration anyway is going to be November 412 Delta X-ray. And I do wish that the registration on board these jets was nice and small compared to obviously this current one. But yeah. And we might be having one of the ground crew vehicles come close to the runway. As you can see there, a flock of birds currently flying over runway 27 right. Obviously we wouldn't want anything to happen to the jets and the engines, so yeah, I do think that we'll have a ground crew vehicle here in a minute just to scare the birds off. But next up, we've got an aircraft or an airline that we've actually never seen before, and that's Iran Air using their A330-200 from Tehran, and that is a total journey of around 6 hours and 5 minutes. Registration on board this jet is going to be Echo Papa India Juliet Alpha. There it is, Iran Air. And that was a nice and smooth landing there with a very, very, very high flare. We'll actually focus on the Virgin Atlantic. Is that an A350? Yes, it is. The A350 that's currently parked in the hangar. And let's see, Adam Seven saying, I want to see a touch and go or go around. We've seen it go around actually during our last stream. Not too sure if we'll see one today. Just all depends on the traffic, I'd say. Let's see. And Declan Dolan, good afternoon to you. Thanks for joining us. Saying I was an Army Gazelle after flying down the Thames. Got an arrival inbound. British Airways aircraft. You can always tell when it's got a blue belly. So on this here, arriving from Glasgow, the A320-200 registered Golf Echo Uniform Sierra. A nice touchdown there, a bit bumpy, but yeah, generally a good touchdown. The Austrian Airlines A320-200, we've actually captured some shots of this jet at Myrtle Avenue. We saw it arrive at runway 27 left, and that was going to be departing. You can hear the engines running. I believe it's from this aircraft actually, but yeah, it is being pushed back, most likely heading to Vienna. And up next is going to be a British Airways A319 arriving from Palma de Mallorca, and it's a 2 hour and 5 minute long journey. Registration on board this jet today is going to be Golf Echo Uniform Oscar Echo. Oh, is that two A380s? It definitely is. The Singapore Airlines A380 and the Qatar A380. Both by each other. You can barely see the Qatar tail, but it is there. That's stunning. Taxiing at the same time. Imagine being passengers on board those two jets. Let's see. Big Al, good afternoon to you. Thanks for joining us. Also with the economy class membership. Thanks for joining us, Big Al. Your support does mean the world to us. Feel free to obviously to use the stickers that we've got See that you can access them on the bottom left hand side of the screen. You've got that little smiley face emoji, and you can see all of the exclusive emojis you have access to. That goes to all of our members as well. The Aero Mexico 787-9 Dreamliner arrived from Mexico City. That was a nice arrival there from Aero Mexico. And let's see, Izaskun Santos. I do apologise if I've mispronounced that, but regardless, good afternoon to you. Thanks for joining. So we've got a train of 3 aircraft inbound. Let's see, so you can see 3 dots of light there. We'll try and see if we can fit them all in the frame. Yeah, you can just about see. But yeah, a train of 3 aircraft today. Oh, come on, camera, focus on us. There it is. Josigi, good afternoon to you over in Kenya. Right, so this is the British Airways A320-200 arriving from Athens. That was a nice shot. See, one of many A320s I would get to see today. But yes, just a warm welcome to everyone that's joining us right now. Got currently 362 live viewers, so yeah, hope you're doing very well, and hope you're enjoying the stream. United Airlines tail there, that's a 787 by the looks of the winglets. Alright, so the, just about missed it, sorry, the Lufthansa A320 Neo from Frankfurt, that is. So a Reg, Delta, Alpha, India, November, Zulu. Let's see, we'll focus on the Cathay Pacific Boeing 777 as we wait for the next arrival. Alright, so next arrival inbound is going to be the Scandinavian Airlines A320 Neo arriving from Copenhagen. That's a 1 hour and 30 minute long journey. Yeah. So let's watch the landing there. we can actually watch this Lufthansa A320neo's taxi. So from Frankfurt to London. I wouldn't imagine the weather being any different to what it is at the moment. I mean, grey as usual here in the United Kingdom. But we can actually watch this next departure. Not departure, arrival, sorry. Haven't had the time to check where this is from. But by the looks of it, it looks like I think that's the China Southern A350-900. And yes it is, and it's arriving from Beijing. And yeah, don't get to see many of those aircrafts, I'd say airliners, here at London Heathrow. I know they operate, I think it's once or twice daily, both in the evening. But it is always nice to see a pretty unique airline. Next up is going to be the Turkish Airlines A330-300. And that's going to be arriving from Istanbul on its 3-hour and 28-minute long journey. Registration on board this jet today is going to be Tango Charlie Lima Oscar Foxtrot. And where is it? Here it is. And I must say, you cannot go wrong with an A330's landing. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen an A330 with a hard landing here at London Heathrow, generally any airport. And yes, so Dishant Lalwani, I apologise if I've mispronounced that, but good afternoon to you, thanks for joining us. Saying, how do you know it's coming from Beijing? Well, I actually use Flight Radar 24, free app, not sponsored, but you can obviously find that on App Store or Google Play or any of those methods really. And yeah, it gives you the info on what jet it is, what airline, the route and time, and you know, all of that stuff. I did see a jet on departure. I didn't quite see what jet it was though. Sort of had a blue tail. We'll capture that. Just trying to mix things up and keep departures in mind, as I know we've got some viewers that might not like to see constant arrivals. So we'll capture this one departure, wherever this aircraft may be. There it is. That's my favourite livery, Egypt Air, and their Boeing 777. Just in time. There is the Aer Lingus A320neo from, is that Dublin probably? Just about caught that jet. But yeah, the Delta A330-300 by the looks of it, taxiing over to 27 left for departure, looking a bit yellow. Definitely needs to get a nice clean up. And we've got an A350 up next, as I think Dishant was saying. And this here is going to be the Malaysian Airlines A350-900 arriving from Kuala Lumpur. It's a 12-hour and 42-minute long journey, and the aircraft's registered 9 Mike Alpha Delta. And you see, this is why I like switching up the time sometimes. Obviously, we've got a runway change, and we have obviously picked this time solely for that. But generally, I mean, there's just such a difference in aircraft you get to see. Like, I don't think we saw a Malaysian Airlines A350 in our last stream in the morning. Didn't see this Turkish Airlines A330 last week as well. It is nice to go at a different time. Just a range of different aircraft that you'd see. I mean, we've got loads of Asian aircrafts that actually operate London Heathrow later in the day, and obviously China Southern being one of them. But yeah, next up is going to be the Virgin Atlantic A350-1000 from San Francisco. It's going to be a 9-hour and 11-minute long flight, and the A350 is going to be registered Golf Victor Tango Echo Alpha. That's GVTEA. And Dishant, no worries, glad you're enjoying. It is truly nice to see someone else following along with, well, on the Flight Radar app. It is interesting to see such traffic here at London Heathrow. There it is. If the camera's going to focus, let's see. There it is. Nice. So let's watch how smooth this touchdown is going to be. Lovely touchdown there from the A350. You can see it just bouncing as it touched down the main gear. But yes, Declan Dolan saying, Aviation Hunters, you are atop a vehicle? Yes, we are. And Abraham saying at 4 o'clock we've got an Emirates A380. Also, if you'd like to look at the time that it is currently at London Heathrow, you can do so by obviously looking at the bottom right hand side of the screen, and you'll see an accurate display of time here at London Heathrow. So obviously you could tell from that 10 minutes until the next A380, and I think this is going to be the Emirates Journey to the Future livery. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I did check this morning, so unless it's been changed. Oh, you see the Finnair A320 that had just gone for departure. So that's the 787, and well, we've actually got another 787-9 Dreamliner, and that's been towed into parking. Quite a regular thing that we see here at London Heathrow, with mainly the British Airways jets and obviously the Virgin Atlantic jets, but yeah, that's about it really. Let's see, next up is going to be the British Airways A320-200 from Zurich. That's a 1 hour and 15-minute long journey. yeah, 787 still moving. That's going to be right next to the other two Virgin Atlantic jets. It's interesting to see. Usually we see the Cathay Pacific jets, usually the 777s that park right where these three Virgin Atlantics are going to be going. Alright, so next arrival is quite a distance away. Currently 3 minutes out, and it's going to be an A319, but obviously I'll run through the proper data on that. And then second in line should be the Emirates A380, and indeed it is going to be the Journey to the Future special livery. So stay tuned if you'd like to see that. Let's see, Declan saying very quiet Heathrow today. It's I mean, it is a Tuesday, it's not really the weekend, but generally, yeah, it does seem to be. I mean, next arrival is, what, 2-3 minutes out, so yeah, it is a bit of a break in arriving action, but obviously that is to be expected, as the real wave of aircraft departures and arrivals is earlier in the morning, around 6 o'clock. But there is still lots to see, so yeah, just gonna stay tuned on watching this Turkish Airlines A330 as it just really stays there. It doesn't really move. So yeah, I wonder what that's going to be doing. Oh, Turkish Airlines A330 is moving again. Either it was, well, it must have been waiting for a gate, I guess, or air traffic controller clearance. But yeah, we'll actually watch for the departing jets, because I know there's always departures here at London Heathrow. And let's see, I'm just going to check flight radar to see what we've got up next for departure. Alright, so we've got an Emirates A380 actually pinging up on the ground. That's going to be departing to Dubai. That's currently at the gate, so that's going to be making its way over very, very soon. As of now, we've got a British Airways jet currently in the sky. That looks to be an A320 Neo, I think, or an A321 Neo. Not too sure. But either way, it's a jet in the sky. Runway 27 left. That's departed from. What's that? That's an A320 CEO, it seems. And well, that there is another A320-200. That's going to be heading to Valencia. And registration on that is going to be Golf Mike India Delta Yankee GMIDY. Let's see, there it is. Lovely stuff there. Let's see, is that an Air Canada jet trying to line up on runway 27 left? It does seem so. Yeah, it's the Air Canada Boeing 777. Let's see, yeah, I've got it on the radar. It's going to be heading to Vancouver. It's registered Charlie Foxtrot India Tango Lima, that is CFITL. But it is waiting for the British Airways One World livery Boeing 777. That is currently first in line. And yeah, as Tim was saying, the One World livery on well, in line for departure. Let's see, Ed and Kelly, good afternoon to you. How are you doing? Yeah, so Declan saying should get the A380 on a long shot. We definitely will. I think we'll capture this arrival first. Or perhaps the one world delivery, I'm not too sure. We have seen a lot of A320s today. Yeah, we'll keep our eyes peeled for the one world delivery. Nice and smooth there. And yeah, so the one world delivery, I can't quite see where that is. It's yeah, nowhere to be found. So we'll watch the A380, hopefully see it in the sky afterwards. There it is, the Emirates A380 Journey to the Future livery, arriving from Dubai. Nice to have Emirates send down a special livery for us here at London Heathrow. And Tim, just watching for the one world delivery on runway 27 left. We'll watch that right as we get this touchdown of the A380. And yeah, Tim, that was the British Airways One World delivery banking to the left. Let's see. Airliners Live joining us in the live chat here at London Heathrow. Thanks for joining us, Airliners Live, saying just subscribed, never seen the channel before, and Heathrow looking great today. Well, thank you. We admire your guys' work. I mean, we've watched a couple of your live streams, and I mean, the camera work is fantastic, I must say. But yeah, thanks for joining us. And Brian McCain saying, I've also subscribed, nice channel, thank you so much. Glad to see a lot of you enjoying the stream today. And Winston saying the livery is based on the Museum of the Future in Dubai. I actually didn't know that, so thank you for the nice fact. That is interesting. Oh, well, just saw one Emirates A380 and here's another. Seems as if they're sharing one slot, so as soon as one aircraft arrives, one departs. And so we've got an arrival inbound, just gonna check the radar for that. Alright, so one of the liveries I love the most, the Vietnam Airlines 787-9 Dreamliner arriving from Hanoi. That's a total of 12 hours and 16 minutes, that's the time of the journey, and the aircraft's going to be registered Victor November Alpha 867. And a nice landing there from the Vietnam Airlines 7879 Dreamliner. Got the British Airways Boeing 777 with the Festival of Creativity livery. It's en route to taxi to runway 27 left for departure. And yeah, so thank you so much Airliners Live for the kind comments. Declan Dolan saying got the ETA coming in. Well, that is a nice livery as well. It's almost like a nice metallic shiny blue. But yeah, so ITA Airways with the A320-200 registered Echo India Delta, that is EID, and that's going to be arriving from Rome on its 2-hour and 7-minute long journey. So this is basically Alitalia but rebranded. I know they use pretty much the same fleet of aircraft, just repainted. But I've actually seen them operate an A350 here at London Heathrow before. It was very unusual, but it did seem as if the demand had increased. But yeah, just going to watch this touchdown now. It's runway 27 right. And they're going to move on quick to the British Airways A380. That's on the other side of the airport. Not too sure if that's going to be departing or not. I think it might be towed into parking today. But yeah, next up is going to be the Japan Airlines Boeing 777-300. It's going to be arriving from Tokyo Haneda on its 14-hour and 15-minute long journey. So Yahoo Lee, good afternoon to you, thanks for joining us. Brian saying, where are you filming from? So that's the Renaissance Hotel. Michael Singh, good afternoon to you. Let's see, Tam of the Dragon saying, I've never seen ITA livery before, that blue is lovely. Yeah, it is, it's basically Alitalia. Let's see, Declan Dolan saying, bit of a glitch when the ITA Airways was landing, or just my feed. It might be the internet here at London Heathrow. I mean, it is very dodgy. We've tried about 3 different SIM cards with 3 different data providers, and yeah, we've seen this one is the best. But yeah, I do apologise for that, Declan. And Michael's saying Japan Airlines with that 787, it will eventually turn into an A350 when they take delivery of them. So interesting to hear. Thank you so much for that fact. Just we'll focus on the air traffic controller tower whilst we wait for the Emirates A380 to show itself. That's a departure, by the way. Runway 27 left, heading to Dubai. Looking about a 6-hour long journey. There it is. And just arriving now, the Lufthansa A320neo. And so Brian's saying I'm staying here tomorrow night. Well, have an amazing stay, I guess, here at the hotel. Make sure to bring a camera though, because you can get some amazing shots from the airport, I must say. But 3 Virgin Atlantic tails. It's unusual. We don't really see this on the channel. But well, we move on to the arriving jet traffic. Let's see. No time to check out this arrival on flight radar, but by the looks of things, it looks like the Finnair. Is that the A319 or the A320? I think it's the A320. And yes, it is indeed the A320. The Lufthansa A320neo. Get to see that nice and close as it taxis back to the gate. And Yok saying love the streaming. Thank you so much for the kind words. And yeah, we'll focus on that Lufthansa in a minute, because we've got a Dreamliner inbound. Just about to touch down now, the Virgin Atlantic 787 line. There is the Lufthansa A320neo as promised on its taxi. And Dean saying great to discover this flight. End of April we flew British Airways back home to San Francisco. Great flight. Well, that's good to hear, Dean. Is that a Boeing 777? I know they operate those on the route. Perhaps an A350 as well. I'm not too sure. But yeah, let us know of the aircraft. But yes, so info on the next arrival. It's going to be the British Airways A320-200 arriving from Amsterdam on its 46-minute long journey. And the A320 is going to be registered Golf Echo Uniform Yankee Romeo. That is GEUYR. Bit of a shaky approach there, dealing with the 11 knots per hour winds. In fact, I might give a brief weather update quickly, just before the next arrival. Alright, so let's see. Well, the app's taken quite a while to load up. Let's... So yeah, nothing much has changed really. We've got a ceiling of clouds now at 4,100 feet with still 11 knots per hour winds blowing in the eastern direction. But yeah, temperature the same. VFR has got no warning, so yeah, nothing much has changed. But regardless, next up we've got a Swiss, I think that's the A320neo. And indeed it is, arriving from Zurich on its 1 hour and 21 minute long journey. And so Dean's saying, treated ourselves to first class. That's lovely. Must have had a great time then. But the master play saying, I love planes, what's up? I mean, I think we all love planes here on the channel. But yeah, it is great to have you. So Winston saying, your streaming is absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. I mean, today I don't think I'm doing much of a good job with the follow-ups. Just constantly checking the live chat, and then obviously the radar and the weather, and can get a bit difficult, so I do apologize if it is getting a bit shaky at some points. But yeah, it is great to hear that you're enjoying the stream. The British Airways A320neo. I must say, some of these pilots are doing a fantastic job with their touchdowns today. I mean, look at how smooth that was. Really, really great job to the pilots on board that jet. Oh, great taxi actually. Yeah, the Swiss A320neo, which we'd actually just seen arrive. And Tam of the Dragon saying, bit shaky that one. It definitely was. Not very windy today, so let's see, next up it's going to be the Eurowings A320-200 from Dusseldorf. Total flight time of exactly 1 hour. And Eurowings, quite a popular jet that, or airliner that we see at London Heathrow, mainly using the A319 and the A320 aircrafts. The Finnair A321 CEO, I think that's making its way over to runway 27 left for departures. But today, we've seen a couple of the Finnair jets actually operate routes on behalf of British Airways, and that's been happening for quite some time now. Fun little fact in case you didn't know. The Scandinavian, or SAS A320neo, that's arriving from Oslo on its 1 hour and 48 minute long journey. Registration Lima November Romeo Juliet Lima. Now, I'm not too sure how I feel about that Scandinavian livery anymore. I used to like it quite a bit because of how unique it was, but now it's, I think it's getting too much. What do you guys think of the Scandinavian old livery and the new livery? What one do you prefer most? Because I think the new one is a bit more modernistic, I guess. Like slick and Yeah, no, I think I do like the new Scandinavian livery, but obviously let me know of your opinions in the live chat below. Inbound next is going to be the British Airways A320 Neo from Amsterdam, looking at about a 46-minute long flight time. So the A330's currently being pushed back. Not sure if that's going to be heading out or just being towed into parking. Let's see, but it was great to see actually during our last stream. We saw a Virgin Atlantic A330 going full throttle on the taxiway just to check out its new engines after it spent its time in the hangar. And the master plane saying the pilots are good. They are very good. I mean, flying at London Heathrow, doing a great job with the touchdowns as well. A lot of pressure when there's just so much traffic. It's almost as if it's one jet after another, but... Right, let's see. What jet is this? Is that an Air France? I think it is, the Air France A220. Wow, it's amazing. And that was a stunning touchdown there. It was almost as if he wasn't even in the air. Couldn't feel that inside the jet, I'd assume. And Homer Gat, good afternoon to you, saying my parents flew into London Heathrow on CX255 this morning. Well, I hope they had a very pleasant flight. Looked very soft to me, the master plane. But I've got a significantly small screen compared to you guys, so might be wrong. But the initial touchdown did look really nice. Okay, so next in line for arrivals is going to be the British Airways 787-9 Dreamliner, registered Golf Zulu Bravo Kilo Mike, that is GZBKM, and that's on its 15-hour and 14-minute long journey from Tokyo. Awful long. Clean landing, nice approach there as well. We've got the Virgin Atlantic A350, and I think that's going to be heading to runway 27 left for departures. Got a train of 3 aircrafts waiting to arrive here at London Heathrow, all on final approach, one after the other. Well, now actually watch this Cathay Pacific Boeing 777, as I know we've got a load of lovers for this airline. But whilst we wait, just going to read you out the info for the next, well, the jet that's first in line for arrival. So it's going to be the British Airways A320neo from Mykonos. I think I'm pronouncing that correct. But regardless, that's a 30-minute long journey. No, it's not. It's the 3-hour and 36-minute long journey being held by the A320neo. That's registered Golf Tango Tango November Sierra. That is GTTNS. And that's almost about to touch down now. Let's see, currently in the air now. Never mind, not as close as I had expected it, but yeah, it is there. Actually watch the A330 as it gets towed away. Let's see, so Darren Graham, good afternoon to you, also from London Heathrow. Watch the 787 Dreamliner on the opposite side of the airport. And Yehu Lee saying, I want to see a Ryanair landing in EGLL. Well, I'm afraid that's never going to happen at the moment. I don't think Ryanair have got plans to even begin operating here at London Heathrow. But yeah. Got an arrival inbound. Almost missed that watching the 787. There it is. I think that's an A320. So Homagat saying that's the plane my parents took into Heathrow. You flew the LHR to Hong Kong, returned 4 times. Well, that's interesting. I'd love to go to Hong Kong. I've heard very positive, I guess you could say, reviews about them. But yeah, Hong Kong, I'd love to travel to Hong Kong at some point. But yeah, just going to focus on the Cathay Pacific Boeing 777. Never mind, the arriving jet is actually very close to the runway. So that's yeah, it is the Lufthansa A320neo arriving from Frankfurt. That is FRA, Frankfurt am Main. So we've got 2 Lufthansas. You can just about see the second one behind the tail of the first one. Then we've got 2 Virgin Atlantic jets that's both parked here. So that's 2 A320neos and 2 A330-300s. Is that 300? Yeah, no, it's the never mind, that's a 787. They must have moved the A330. Sorry about that. That's, yeah, the 787-9 Dreamliner, and then I think that might be an A330 behind, but not too sure. Let's see, another British Airways jet landing at runway 27 right. Holy, British Airways A380. It's going to be heading out for departure. Let's see, the next jet inbound, we'll actually try and focus on it. So traffic of 3 jets, which I think you guys could just about see. There it is. So first up, it's got red. It looks like a Swiss jet. Is that an A220? I think it is the Swiss A220. And so this one here, arriving from Geneva on its 1 hour and 30-minute long journey. The aircraft's going to be registered Hotel Bravo Juliet Charlie Charlie. I must say the A220's landing, not landings, but engines do sound much louder than that of the A320 Neos that we've heard today. So interesting. So the Lufthansa A320 Neo just heading to the gate. Inbound next is the British Airways A320-200 arriving from Lisbon on its 2 hour and 10-minute long journey. Is the A320 CEO. And that was interesting to see. You can see he was just about to touch down and then he started lifting back off. The Delta A330-900 you can see on the opposite side of the airport. That's going to be departing. Let's see, Adelson saying good afternoon, how are you? Doing very well, thank you, Adelson. Hope that's the same over with you. Planeman, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Big thank you for the support. Obviously, if you'd like to support the channel, you can do so by liking, subscribing to the channel, of course. Obviously, you could check out our other social pages, which can be found in the About page, the channel description, and obviously you can become a member if you'd like from just 99p with a wide variety of perks. We've got 2 levels at the moment. The Swiss A220 now, just in front of us there. But yeah, as I was saying, we've got 2 levels of memberships, starting from 99p up to £1.99, both having different perks. Obviously, those with the premium economy membership, that costs £1.99. The second level obviously receive additional perks. But yeah, obviously those are different ways that you could support the channel. But yeah, they're all optional. But obviously we do appreciate the support. And Yehu Lee saying A350 coming from Las Vegas. Alright, so next up is going to be the Iberia A320 Neo from Madrid on its 1 hour and 48-minute long journey. And that's going to be registered Echo Charlie November Juliet Yankee. Alrighty, let's see the Iberia A320 Near right there. Almost missed that again. So I'm too busy trying to check the schedule of aircraft that we've got. But yeah, you'll be happy to know that we've got 3 in line for arrival. So the traffic really just doesn't stop. Lovely stuff. Iberia regularly operating at London Heathrow, usually with the A320 Neos and the A350s, and those are both usually arriving and heading to Madrid. It's a cool fact in case you didn't know. Alright, so next up is going to be the Air Canada 777-300. And that's going to be arriving from Toronto YYZ on its 6-hour and 16-minute long journey. And well, the registration on board this jet is going to be Charlie Foxtrot Romeo Alpha Mike, and it's actually featuring the blue livery, which I believe is the old one. I'm not too sure. I think it is. That is one nice livery, I must say. Let's see. So, as of now, you can see a Swiss A220 that's joined the army of the 2 other airliners on this side of the terminal. And then you've got the Turkish Airlines Boeing 777 and the the Air Canada 787 Dreamliner, and then the United. Well, I'm not too sure what jet that is actually. We haven't seen any United. Oh wait, I've just thought of that. We haven't seen a single United jet today. That's very unusual, because during our previous streams in the morning, there's pretty much a United one after the other. Just United and British Airways dominating the traffic usually in the morning, but that's very interesting. I know we've got a few Kenyan viewers watching us. So we've got the Kenya Airways 7878 Dreamliner from Nairobi, an 8-hour and 23-minute long journey. And it's going to be operated by the 787 registered 5 Yankee Kilo Zulu Foxtrot. So this one is for the Kenyan viewers that watch our live streams here at London Heathrow. And well, the pilots come all the way from Nairobi and delivered such a smooth landing. Wow, that is great. Well done to the flight crew on board. That's 787. Let's see. So Bossman Gaming, good afternoon to you. Ben Holder, good afternoon to you as well over in Australia. Josiki saying my national airline, Kenya Airways. Well, I hope you're pleased with that landing, because that was nice and smooth. Oh, we got the Cathay Pacific Boeing 777 with the lights on. I think you're just about to see that red dot that, yeah, here you go, flashes constantly. I think that'll be heading out soon. Yeah, it might be pushing back very soon, but I'll keep you guys updated. And Jeremiah saying here for Kenya Airways, and well, there it was really. Nice and smooth landing over from Nairobi, that is. Let's see, what's this jet? Oh, is this I think this is another China Southern A350-900. Oh no, it's just a China Airlines A350-900 from Taipei. That's a 14-hour and 17-minute long journey. Now, that is a nice livery. It's got the Estonian colours actually on the front of the jet. Is that black? No, it's dark blue. Oh, well, similar. I do like the tail, really. Yeah, that is a nice tail there. And see, that's nice and simplistic, this livery. Just got a few stripes on the cockpit of the jet, and then obviously a flower at the back. That is nice. The Air Canada 777 that we saw arrive, making its way over to the gate. Air Canada, quite a popular airliner that operates here at London Heathrow, with the Canadian routes, of course. That's Toronto and all of the place, really. But let's see. Let's see. The real MCJ. Good afternoon to you over in America, or the United States of America. Hope you're doing very well and enjoying the stream so far. Do Leal saying hi from Brazil. Good afternoon to you. Homergat saying the Cathay Boeing 777 being towed to gate for the 6:20 departure. Well, thank you for the news. And Sustain saying, can you please show Etihad, Qatar, and Air India? Well, yep. If I see any of them, I will be sure to focus on them, but as of now, got a British Airways A320neo featuring the BA Better World livery. That is one of the best liveries, I must say. That is just shout special. I mean, that is, yeah. So I do wish that that would be British Airways' main livery. I mean, of course, it doesn't feature the British flag colours, but it is really unique, I guess, to the airline. But anyway, up next, the Virgin Atlantic A350-1000, one of many we've seen today. This one arrived from Delhi on its 9-hour and 26-minute long journey, and it's registered Golf Victor Juliet Alpha Mike. A350s never gets old. I mean, such an amazing aircraft that is. Right, so yeah, Tim saying the Cathay Boeing 777 not due until 6:20. Let's see. Fans of the Green Bay Packers saying good morning from across the ocean in the United States of America. But yeah, good afternoon to you. It's great to have you. Is it late over there? It must be. I appreciate you joining us here at London Heathrow for the aviation traffic. And Bossman Gaming saying, can't believe in the 80s SAA was one of the dominant airlines at Heathrow, and now not one plane there. Yeah, I think they were bankrupt, or they've gone into bankruptcy. correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that is the case. Anyway, the Finnair A350-900 arriving from Helsinki. That's 27 right for arrivals today. It seems as if the sun is setting already. Got yellow clouds in the background. Let's see, the Cathay Pacific Boeing 777, that's being pushed back now. Or in fact has been pushed back. And Adam 7 saying, did I miss anything interesting? Well, there was an A380 arrival. But yeah, no go-arounds. And Tin Ash saying greetings from Copenhagen. Looks like got the same weather as LHR today. Well, it usually is like this. Usually is quite cloudy here at London Heathrow, or just London and the UK in general. But yes, well, good afternoon to you, and thanks for joining us. And well, Adam 7, it's still 27 right for arriving traffic. Let's see, the Turkish Airlines A330-300 from Istanbul. And yes, so the 787-10 Dreamliner, that is, on the opposite side of the airfield. And Tim saying almost at 250 likes, let's have to push to the 250 mark. That would be amazing. Yeah, I'd encourage everyone to like and subscribe, obviously, if you'd like to support the channel. And yes, so Adam 7 saying, Aviation Hunters, why don't LHR get the A340s, and what is your opinion on the 4 underpowered engines? Well, I do like the A340 a lot. Obviously, underpowered engines on such a large aircraft is not something I would think that Airbus would particularly do for the A340, but regardless, yeah, it's I like the aircraft. It's just a shame we don't see them at London Heathrow, and that's mainly because no airlines really operate them. I mean, Lufthansa are the only A340 operators here, and well, they usually operate the A320 Neos. And yeah, as I was saying, they operate at the A320 Neos here at London Heathrow, and that's due to demand. So they do that hourly, just for people that would like a quick hop over with the smaller jets. But yeah, A340's the well, Lufthansa is the only A340 operator. Okay. So Homergat saying, how much longer will you be live again for? Well, today, honestly, we haven't really got a time frame, but we do want to make it back not too late, because obviously we have got a 3-hour drive ahead of us at well, back to Cardiff. So yeah, I'm not too sure how long we'll be streaming for. I'd assume probably 6 o'clock, I'd say, until 6 o'clock, but obviously I will let you know when I know more. It really just depends on the weather and the traffic. Obviously I don't really want to keep you all here if there is no traffic, which there is at the moment, but obviously I'm just saying that for reference. But yes, the A350 up next. And what is that? What airline is that? The Ethiopian Airlines, that is. Lovely. The A350-900 here. So I might have to change a few of the camera settings up because, oh, voice crack. Please guys, don't laugh at me. Yeah, so yeah, might need to change a bit of the camera settings because it is getting a bit darker out here. So the sun is setting. Hopefully we'll get some nice shots. And well, I'm just gonna say a big welcome and a big thank you to our 700 live viewers watching us at London Heathrow now. Hope you're all enjoying the stream, and we've got loads of exciting aircraft to see here. Let's see. So Wasif Rashid saying good evening from Lahore. Well, good afternoon to you. Adam 7, there you go. How much longer will we be live for? Yeah, Adam 7, 3 hours. 3 hours. Saying that's dedication. It is. Well, I mean, if you think about it, we've got a fantastic community that watch us and just keep us going, keep us motivated, and keep encouraging us to stream. And I know a lot of people have been asking us to stream often, and we are trying to do that. Hence, we've come here on a Tuesday. It's supposed to be a Saturday, but obviously we're here now. We will definitely be streaming on Saturday if everything's okay. But yeah, it is just sorry about that. It is just due to obviously the support we've been receiving from all of our viewers from across the world, which we are all thankful for. But yeah, I mean, the 3 hour car drives are all made up for when we experience the traffic here at London Heathrow. I mean, Cardiff Airport, we've talked about it a lot, and it definitely isn't suitable or has enough traffic for a live stream. But obviously, hopefully one day they will pick up in traffic. But Tim, with the 5 gifted Aviation Hunters memberships, thank you so much, Tim. I mean, your support has been amazing, especially during last live stream. But yeah, Adam 6 saying, sorry, Adam 7 saying 6 PM would be prime rush hour. Well, we'll see if we can stay for that long. Let's see, this Turkish Airlines A380. Wow, that is nice. Okay, so Sustain saying, can I know airline spot a location near Heathrow? Well, we're at the Renaissance Hotel. That's the spot if you're asking about that. But obviously we are on top of a vehicle, and so you might have to deal with the fences surrounding London Heathrow. And well, earlier on the live stream I was talking about the Asian airlines that operate at London Heathrow later on in the day, and this is one, Al Nippon Airlines, or ANA, with their 777. And once daily, I believe, ANA operates here at London Heathrow. And Esther saying, very good news indeed. Yes, so obviously we had our tech manager who's currently in the van with us. He's obviously gone to talk to the, well, the security manager has come to talk to us, and obviously been very kind to us, so a big shout out to him, allowing us to use this location, of course. But yes, I mean, this spot really doesn't get much better here at London Heathrow. I mean, the whole place has been surrounded by constant traffic. Well, not traffic, but fences and traffic and all of that stuff. And so I think the Renaissance Hotel is probably one of the most close-up places you could get to the action here at London Heathrow. Let's see, Homegat saying Qatar is planning to restart Cardiff to Doha. Yeah, I actually heard about that. I'd assume that's going to be the 787 because of obviously testing out demand, and it's pretty much a long journey for that route. But yeah, what are your opinions on that news, Homegat, with the 787 being operated? Do you think it will be a 787 actually, or a 777 perhaps, or an A350? I think they had operated an A350 to carry the Welsh football team for the, I think it was the World Cup. But yeah, by the end of 2023, I was about to say A380. Oh, an arrival. Let's see, what's that? Seems as if it's an A320-200. So it's not an aircraft or airliner that we see very often here at London Heathrow, and so I think we're just gonna have to focus on this taxi. I mean, the livery itself, let me zoom out for you guys, that is just something unique. Got the colours on the tail, that is nice, nice, nice. Okay, so Adam 7 saying, can I ask what is the worst experience you've had in a flight? Any go-arounds or aborted takeoffs? Well, in terms of flights I've had, pretty boring, honestly. I mean, we've had turbulence over Europe. That's pretty much the worst we've ever had, but generally nothing has been too bad. Actually, I'll talk about it after this landing. So the Royal Air Maroc 737 MAX 8 that had just touched down. But anyway, Adam 7, I was just talking about my worst flight experiences, and well, it was actually one of the flights with an A320neo here at London Heathrow. I've mentioned this before, so I do apologise if I'm repeating myself, but basically what happened was we'd come into touchdown about, I think it was 10:30 p.m, which was the last Lufthansa flight of the day, and it was pitch black, very late in the evening, and the touchdown was horrible. It's almost as if it was a chiropractor visit. But yeah, at least we were on the ground, nice and safe. But yeah, the touchdown itself wasn't the best. Other than that, really, Adam, nothing too special, I guess, or scary. But anyway, next arrival is that an A320? I think it is. Yeah, it's the A320neo. That's just about to touch down. It's British Airways operating this route. It's nice and smooth. And I must say, I was expecting a bit of a wallop after that pretty unstable approach, but generally that was a nice and smooth touchdown. So I do know I'm a bit behind with the live chats, and that's solely because I'm having to read and manage, well, I'm having to read out the information of the jets, manage the tripod, and all sorts of things. So anyway, get to it now. So Farhan saying, hi, first time on this channel, nice to watch with a cup of tea. Well, glad to hear that we're entertaining you with the Heathrow traffic. Yes, so saying, any big planes about to land? Well, I'm not aware of any, but perhaps somebody else in the live chat could let you know. I think we should be seeing some A350s very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. A330s and 777s, quite regular here, so yeah, plenty to see, Farhan. And Caden saying, we've booked to stay at the Renaissance for a few days at the beginning of August. Highly recommend. Well, that's fantastic to hear. It is great. I mean, the spot here and obviously all of the catches you could catch. Well, that made pretty much no sense, but in terms of photography, all of the spots that you could get is from the hotel. Truly fantastic. And Esther L saying, Ethiopian is a favourite. Is a great airline, I must say. mean, livery is just something else. Let's see, Holly O'Hara saying I've just subscribed to the channel today. Well, thank you so much. I assume that you're enjoying this stream, so yeah, big thank you to you. The LOT Polish Airlines 77 MAX 8 just about to touch down now from Warsaw. So the Kuwait Boeing 777 on the opposite side of the airfield. That's going to be departing runway 27 left, and shred ahead saying landing is a good landing. Any landing is a good landing, that is. And hey everyone, yeah, that is very true. Shred ahead, and good afternoon to you. And just like to apologise once again. I keep doing this, and I'm aware that people are getting sick of it. If there are ads playing, I'm sincerely apologetic for that. That is all of YouTube's fault. We have tried contacting them, so we're just awaiting a response from them. But hopefully we'll sort it out in the meantime, because I do know it is a bit annoying to have an advert whilst you're watching a live stream. But yeah. So Dr. Explosive saying, what plane do you like the most? Well, in terms of aircraft, the A380, said it many times, it just looks modern, stylish, and just sleek in general. And airline probably Lufthansa. Livery, probably Egypt Air. I think my experiences on Lufthansa, you know, were amazing, and I think really would highly recommend flying on them. See, touchdowns and landings are not something that you can really avoid. So although our landing with Lufthansa back to London Heathrow wasn't the best, generally the flight experience was very pleasant. So yeah, would highly recommend. Speaking of, get a nice tail shot of both Lufthansa's jets. You could just about see the second one. Surprised that A220 isn't back in the air. It takes about 40 minutes to an hour for the A220 to get back in the sky. That's obviously to receive all of the catering, boarding and fuel and all of that stuff. So Adam 7 with the cool fact saying London Heathrow has 86 total delays and 7 cancellations. That is, wow. 7 cancellations isn't actually that bad. I have seen or had experienced times where there were at least 13 cancellations here at London Heathrow. But yeah, that was a cool fact, Adam. Thank you for sharing. And so Farhan saying the Emirates 777-300ER is the best looking. I do like the 777 a lot, I must say. I know they operate actually the Sky Cargo 777 here at London Heathrow occasionally. It's usually about 12 o'clock. Captured that on a stream multiple times actually. There is the LOT Polish Airlines. We'll get a nice close up on that. Wow, that is a nice shot. Ooh, just about to miss this arrival. Alright, so that's the British Airways A321neo on its touchdown at runway 27 right. I almost missed that, but must say that landing was a bit it was a bit dodgy, I must say. Touching down with the left main gear first before touching down with the right. Let's see. Ooh, we've got a British Airways 777 being towed. So let's read some of the live chat messages as we wait for the next arrival, which is inbound. I can see it, but it is a bit far. All right, so Yandeli saying hello, just subscribe to the channel. Turn from Turks and Chaos. Well, thank you so much for supporting the channel through subscribing to us. We really do appreciate it. Let's see, Shredder Head saying nice photography. Well, thank you. I actually went to Myrtle Avenue today to get some photos, so we haven't actually been doing that often enough, I guess. But yeah, let's see. So that's the Lufthansa A320neo's pushback. About a 98% chance of it going to Frankfurt. The remaining 2% is Munich, which we haven't actually seen today, but I do think it's going to be heading to Frankfurt and Maine. And Sustain saying what's my favourite airline? That is Lufthansa, as Adam 7 was clarifying. Let's see. FROP saying Boeing 777-300 KLM approaching. Fortunately, I don't think that's going to be arriving here at London Heathrow, so if it is in the sky, I don't think we can capture it just due to the ceiling of clouds at 4,000 feet, which you can see there. We've got the big bad 4-engined Emirates A380, the king of the skies, heading for departure, runway 27 left. And FROP saying Boeing 777-200 American Airlines on final approach. It must be an aircraft that I can see just in about in the distance. But anyway, this here is the it's a Lufthansa A320neo, and this one is coming from Frankfurt, landing on 27 right. So whilst we wait for the next arrival, we've got two aircraft in line, just a bit of a distance away. Focus on the Emirates A380. Alright, so Charles saying hate the Ryanair livery. Well, quite the opposite for me. I do like the Ryanair livery quite a bit. It's I don't know, it's different really. It is pretty good in my opinion. Let's see. Shredder Head saying his favourite airline is Aer Lingus. They're brilliant. I've never flown with Aer Lingus, but I know they're quite a popular airline that operate at London Heathrow, usually flying to Cork or Dublin. Usually with the A320neos or A320-200s, or the A321neos. But yeah, I've never flown with Aer Lingus, but I would definitely like to try. Let's see, Tim saying that British Airways Boeing 777 is the one of the oldest in the BA fleet, 26-year-old, about 26 years old, delivered June 1997. Wow, that is pretty old, I must say. Let's see, Adam 7 saying I've never flown Lufthansa. Well, I'd highly recommend. I mean, it is such a classy experience, and well, the best part for me was definitely when they handed out the free chocolates after departure. I know that sounds a bit stupid maybe, but they were memorable, put it that way. They were nice and tasty, nice and sweet. But no, generally flight experiences is fantastic with them. And oh, aviation photographer saying the last Lufthansa was from Munich. Oh, sorry about that. Must have been checking out a different Lufthansa jet then. Got plenty to see here. And well, this is the Munich jet, I believe, right here. And so Layla Bergman saying, I like the British Airways livery. Well, first off, good afternoon to you, and I do like the British Airways livery a lot as well. But I must say the BA Better World livery is just something a bit better than the standard BA livery. But yes, generally it is a pretty good livery. The American Airlines Boeing 777 just about to touch down at runway 27 right. Oop, there is. Flaps a bit dirty on that 777, and I was just talking about how Lufthansa, you can see they're just sort of playing around with their two slots. As one jet goes, the other comes in, and it sort of repeats around here with about hourly intervals, I'd say. So finding a flight to Frankfurt is never an issue from London Heathrow if you're obviously looking at doing so. Adam 7 saying, I flew British Airways to Faro and it was very pleasant. Well, I've heard good reviews about British Airways, apart from some of their 777s featuring a bit of an older seating configuration, but generally I've, you know, obviously heard of pleasant reviews about them. Shred Ahead saying, does Lufthansa mean anything in German? I'm not too sure, but I do know KLM does mean something. We had a viewer actually tell us, but I'm not even going to attempt to say it because I can't remember it, but it's something of a I'd say a 60-letter word is KLM and what it means. But yes, next up the A320neo, I think that is. In fact, it might be an A321neo. Yes, it is a British Airways A321neo actually. And the 787-8 Dreamliner there. It's going to be taxiing for runway 27 left for departure. I think that's just holding short for the traffic here at the airport. Perhaps there's a runway check going on there, I'm not too sure though. Alright, so that A321neo has actually arrived from Milan, just to let you guys know. It was registered Golf November Echo Oscar Romeo, in case you're wondering. Let's see, next up is going to be a British Airways A320-200 from Copenhagen on his 1 hour and 27-minute long journey. The A320 will be registered Golf Echo Uniform Yankee Yankee, that is GEUYY. That registration does sound familiar, but so do all of them. I mean, we've been to London Heathrow plenty of times. But there it is, the A320 CEO. And so the A320 CEO, you can see with the retrofitted sharklets for, I think it's improved efficiency. Oh, we've actually got an A380 that's being moved into parking. And well, Tim has put the KLM, or what it stands for, right? And I think he's trying to make a joke out of me, because there is no way I'm saying that, but I'm gonna do it just for you, Tim. Okay, Koninklijke Luchtvaart Maat, what is that? Maatschappij. Yeah, I do apologise to all of the Dutch viewers that are watching us, because I know I've definitely pronounced that horribly wrong. But Tim, that was just for you. Okay, next up, the Scandinavian A320 Neo. And okay, so I know we've got a few aviation experts in here. Does anyone know why that's that window's got yellow tape surrounding the cockpit windows? Because I've never actually seen any of that stuff. That does look weird. I mean, from first assumptions, I'd say it's just to I don't know, to perhaps secure the window, or yeah, that's very interesting. Never seen that before. Tim, perhaps you'll know that. Let's see. Mohan Raj S saying, watching from Chennai. Well, good afternoon to you. Thanks for tuning in. Alan Cole saying, aviation photographer from TV. Oh, never mind. That's another conversation. Anyway. Okay, Alan Cole saying, off to Boston tomorrow at 7:45 with American. Hope it goes very smoothly. Well, have a safe journey, Alan Cole, and you'll enjoy it. Just relax, I guess. Sit back and relax. If that is from, what is that from London Heathrow? If it is, you'll be with the morning departure rush hour period. So maybe there might be a slight chance of a bit of a delay. But generally, have a great flight. Adam saying, I flew the tiny A319. That is nice. And Xylaro, good afternoon to you. And Tim saying, you're braver than I am. Well, I tried. That's all that matters, I guess. Oh wait, that's the same missing S we've seen last stream. Interesting. Doesn't seem as if British Airways are going to be planning to repair that or repaint it. And so the Aer Lingus A320 Neo with a nice and quiet engine sounds. And Tim saying it's almost as bad as that place in North Wales. And Shredderhead saying home airport is either Dublin or Belfast. 8 weeks ago, went to JFK from Heathrow. First time I was bricking it, but you know it was okay. Just followed the purple signs for connecting flights. And well, Dublin to JFK. That's I believe Aer Lingus do that route actually. I'm not too sure though. If anyone would like to clarify, feel free to. Thought that was a TUI jet, but realised they didn't operate here. See Korean Air. It's 777. And this year is going to be arriving from Seoul. Registered Hotel Lima 8009. Still watching on with the British Airways A380 taxiing nice and slow. I mean, look at this truck. It must be breaking down at that point. I mean, such an heavy aircraft that it's pulling, but I guess it is used to it. Just heard a pop somewhere around the airport. Oh, I think it's the ground crew scaring off the birds. Yeah, it is. It's a flare. Is that a flare gun? Or some sort of gun? But yeah, just scaring off the birds at the moment is the ground crew vehicles. The mighty Boeing 777 pushing back now. Oh, actually, shred ahead. I know you like airlingo, so you've got one up next. It's an A320-200, and it's actually arriving from Cork on its 49 minutes. And Terry Slater saying probably new glass fitted in for the Scandinavian. Yeah, that was what I'd initially assumed, but didn't really want to say anything just in case I was incorrect. But let's see, Khalil Palestine saying love the stream, new subscriber, cheers from Palestine. Well, thank you for subscribing and supporting the channel. Glad you're enjoying the stream so far. Don't know if you guys can hear that, but that's an American Airlines Boeing 777 that will be taxiing this way. Just started both engines. There is Shamrock. And yes, this was the American Airlines Boeing 777 that I was talking about. Oh, never mind, skip that. Got an Emirates A380. Who doesn't love a good old A380? And off to Dubai, I'm going to assume, because that is pretty much the only route that they do out of London Heathrow. So Sean West saying hi, new to here, great find on my behalf. Please do you know how many go-arounds happen daily? Seems to be quite regular. I live in Ruislip and hear them overhead-ish, then look at flight radar. Well, there isn't really a set amount of go-arounds. It's more of if the approach is wrong or if there's an issue on the runway or any of that stuff. But I mean, here at London Heathrow, we were at Myrtle Avenue earlier on, as I was saying, and we did experience one fly over it just due to traffic on the runway. So I'd say about 1 to 2 perhaps, but obviously there is not really an accurate average. As oh, sorry about that. Yeah, there isn't really an accurate average. It's just sort of how it goes with the initial arrival. But yes, it's good to have you on the channel, and I hope that answered your question. The British Airways A321neo struggling to get the aircraft down. Just going to watch the Turkish Airlines Boeing 777 with the rudder checks. Could just about see the ends of it. And Ruto MD saying nice to see British. We saw in the last stream. And Tim saying, is that Arthur being told to stand? I'm not too sure, wasn't really paying attention. Adam saying anti-pigeon gun, definitely is the case here at London Heathrow. What's this? Is this China Eastern? Is it China Southern? I can't tell anymore. Oh no, it's just Air China with the Boeing 777. See, I can never tell with Air China, China Eastern, China Southern. There are just so many Chinese airlines, but it is good to have them here at London Heathrow, I must say. And Coleslaw saying, why is the A380 getting towed with the APU running? I am not too sure. I'd assume that's going to be heading to the gate for boarding, so perhaps getting everything ready, but yeah, not too sure. And also a warm welcome to our 915 live viewers that are currently joining us. Hope you're doing very well, and would like to encourage you to like and subscribe to the channel if you're currently enjoying the stream. And let's see, Big Al saying keep up the excellent work, very informative. Well, thank you so much, Big Al. Never going to change the style of how we do things, unless obviously we receive suggestions to do otherwise. But yes. Let's see. Kaden saying I really recommend the Renaissance Hotel. You get a really good view of the runway, and you can see the Aviation Hunters in the car park as we last saw them. Yes, well, it was great to meet you, Kaden. But yes, I mean, come to the Renaissance Hotel, perhaps you'll see us. No guarantees. But yes, the British Airways A320neo is just about to touch down at runway 27 right. It's definitely getting darker here at London Heathrow. And why classified, good evening to you, or good afternoon really. And James Cridland, good afternoon to you over in South Australia. 1:51 AM, that is crazy. Well, thanks for waking up nice and early to join us here at London Heathrow. And Sean West saying keep the good work. Thank you so much for the kind words. I can't even speak anymore. See, that's Tim's doing. Tim made me read out that well, whatever KLM meant, and now I can't speak properly. My tongue's been twisted. Let's see. Let's see. Next up's going to be the Scandinavian A320neo with the livery. The livery I like most. Nice and modern there. But yeah, it's the A320neo, just about to touch down at 27 right. Let's get a head-on shot with the Virgin Atlantic A330. It's the 300 model, I think. Yes, it is. Just trying to make sure it is with the winglets. Let's see. Adam 7 saying where's the furthest I've flown. Well, I don't really fly long journeys. Obviously, I've got family in Europe, so it is a pretty short flight to travel to family abroad. So about 3 hours, I'd say, is the longest journey I've been on. Let's see. Tim saying here's a crazy bit of info for the years to date. Missed approaches total 1.3% for foreign pilots and 0.25% from domestic pilots. Well, that is a crazy fact there. Guess it's more of because the domestic pilots are used to the runways or the approaches. But wow, that is interesting. Brussels Airlines, and I think that's an A3, is that 19? I think it was the A319 there. And I must say, this polka dot looking livery for Brussels Airlines does look fantastic. I like it much more, or I prefer it much more than the original old one. And Tim saying, don't blame me, I never touched your tongue. Well, the blame is still on you, Tim. It's because of you that I can't speak today. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, never saying KLM's full pronunciation again, because that is, yeah, don't really specialize in that. But yes. Next up, the A320, I think that is, operated by British Airways. Let's see, Air China right in front of us now, turning in on the taxiway. Let's see, Tim Lumley saying, new to the channel, great work. Well, thank you for joining us and thank you for finding us. And, yeah, we hope we obviously entertain you with the London Heathrow action, and that goes to everyone. We hope you're enjoying the stream today at London Heathrow. If there are any suggestions as to improvements, please do let us know. And Luke Moulds, good afternoon to you. Richard, good afternoon to you as well, over in Cardiff. Must be getting some of these Aer Lingus jets flying over. Oh. Well, that's gonna be the short. Yeah, I'm gonna make that into a short because that approach was horrible. Almost looked as if he was about to tail strike. I was assuming a toga or a go-around, but yeah, that was very, very risky. I'm not too sure if the passengers at the rear end of the aircraft are gonna be too happy with that approach. That was, yeah, not the best, I must say. But yeah, as I was saying, Richard, you must get a lot of the traffic, the Aer Lingus traffic that are heading to London Heathrow. Obviously, we live in Cardiff, so we know what comes. It's usually a 747. I think that's UPS with their 747 actually, and then a bunch of Aer Lingus A320s, and a bunch of the flights coming from America to London Heathrow. But generally, it's great to have you. Looks to be a KLM. I think that's it's the E295 operating from Amsterdam to London Heathrow, of course. Looking at about a 1 hour long journey. And just a nice quick fact for you guys, if you didn't know already. The E295 or the E195E2 is actually got the same engines as an A220. But yes, so BAC 111 fans saying, great stream, love the 27s. Well, thanks for obviously joining, and yeah, we love the 27 actions here at London Heathrow as well. I mean, 27 right for arriving jets is, you know, it is whopping. Nice close-up shots of the jets. But yeah, let's see. The real MCJ saying wobbly, definitely was. And BAC fan saying F4 landing there. Michael J saying hello from Idaho. Good afternoon to you over in America. And yes, as Tim was saying, obviously if you're new here, you know, feel free to join in with the live chat discussion. I mean, it does make it nice and easy for me to speak when you've got loads of people commenting in the live chat, and I do like, obviously, talking to all of the people in our live streams. So yeah, do feel free to join us. Obviously, we don't want to force you, but if you would like to chat, you know, feel free to do so and join in with the convo. Let's see. KTD, good afternoon to you over from Canada. Thanks for finding us. first United jet of the day. It's the 767 that's going to be heading for departure, now pushing back. At least I hope it's heading for departure. It's either that or it's being moved, but I do think it's going to be departing soon. And Richard Singh seems great at the moment. Usually early morning, get a lot of Americans and the Deltas over Cardiff. Yeah, the Americans. Well, what else really flies over? It's really the Americans, the Deltas, and we've got the occasional JetBlue and the Aer Lingus jets flying over Cardiff, but I think that's about it really. Just a load of cargo jets such as is it? I forgot what it was. It's like Luxembourg Air with their 747s. It's cargo. What is it? Lux Cargo or something? I'm not too sure of the name. I've completely forgotten about it. But yeah. Let's see. Airline reviewer. Good afternoon to you. Thanks for joining us over from Milton Keynes. Let's see, Layla Bergman saying hello, new from Sweden, love planes and flying. I have a son who lives in Scotland for now and usually lives in Jackson MS, so I'm lucky to fly a bit. Well, it's great to hear. But yes, thanks for joining us, and thanks for subscribing. Let's see, what's this? This is an interesting one. It doesn't look like a Lufthansa. No, it's not. It's the Air Astana A321 Neo from Akhtar on its 6-hour and 17-minute long journey. Air Astana being a Kazakhstan airline, or from Kazakhstan. Bit of a wobbly approach there. Oh, that touchdown was... So we had some great touchdowns earlier on in the stream, but now it doesn't seem as if the pilots are too bothered with how smooth they land. And that was a relatively difficult or rough touchdown there, especially with the nose gear of the aircraft, I must say. But at least he's on the ground now. Let's see, next up is going to be Tunisia and Air A320 Neo. So that's going to be arriving from Tunisia on its 2-hour and 29-minute long journey. And registration on board NeoJet is going to be Tango Sierra India Mike X-Ray. Philip Jones saying Sunday we had an Emirates A380 go around, approach all wrong and did a go around. Yeah, we had that with our last stream as well. We had a I think it was an A320 with a terrible approach, just completely went around, didn't even bother trying, which is fair enough, I guess. Safety first. Loads of action on the ground there, look at that. That's the A220 on pushback, the United that's just pushed back, the A350, oh that was the Eurowings A319 I think that was, heading to 27 left. Let's see, so Ryan saying hi from Michigan, love the channel, thank you so much Ryan. Kevin 777 saying good afternoon from Arizona, USA, first time tuning in, your narration is excellent. Well, thank you so much. Big thank you to everyone with the kind comments. Yeah, I really do appreciate them. It continues to motivate us, I must say. So yeah, big thank you. Next up is going to be the British Airways A320-200 arriving from Amsterdam on its 1-hour long journey. Speaking a bit fast as I was about to miss that touchdown. and either someone hasn't painted that nose cap correctly, or they've completely installed it incorrectly. That nose cap holding the weather radar, I believe, in case you didn't know. Oh, we've got a turboprop up next. Yeah, so it's gonna be Loganair on their ATR 42-500, a very small prop plane here at London Heathrow. Loganair being, I think, one of 2 operators that use prop jets at London Heathrow. Now that Flybe have gone bust, so that's Widerøe and Loganair that use prop jets sometimes. But yeah, the ATR 42-500 flying from Dundee to London Heathrow. That's a 1 hour and 25 minute long journey, and the reg on board that jet is going to be Golf Lima Mike what's R? Romeo and Alpha, GLMRA. Forgot what R stood for. Let's see. So the turboprop engine plane. Let's dial in the focus. There it is. And I believe this is Scotland's only airline. I mean, just look at how small this aircraft is. Didn't even need to reduce my lens zoom to capture that in full frame. So BAC111 fan saying did like the old United livery, but the new one is much better. I do agree with that statement. Philip Jones saying, I live north of Richard, we get loads of heavies flying over. That's fantastic to hear. Also, I just remembered what that cargo jet that flied over Cardiff was called. It's Lux. No, it's not. I completely forgot it. No, Cargo Lux, I think it was. That's it. Yeah, we occasionally get Cargo Lux in their 747s flying over Cardiff. Usually the 747-400. You just hear the loud engines roaring, despite it being 30,000 feet up in the air. Obviously, as an aviation geek, just first thing I do, go on flight radar and get the info on the jet. And KTD saying, is it breezy there, or is it just because of the sheds? It is pretty breezy here, I must say. It is nice though, because I mean, for the past couple of weeks in the UK we've had some really warm weather. I think cold weather is something that I enjoy quite a bit, really. But yeah, it is a bit breezy. And D1986 saying, hi, new to the channel, how long have you got book places in advance so you know you're guaranteed a day spotting? Well, we don't really book or any of that stuff. We just have a time frame that we go on, because it is a hotel parking lot after all, so it's just generally whenever you get there, pay for the parking and obviously use the spot for as long as you'd like, or as long as you paid for, really. Let's see, it's an A321 Neo, I think that is. It's a Neo jet for sure. Yeah, it does look like an A321 Neo, operated by British Airways today, arriving at runway 27 right. Let's So let's see some of the traffic on the ground. The Boeing 777 of American Airlines, it had 75. Didn't see what that was. It had 75 on the nose of the jet. I'd assume that's years that it's been operating, but I'm not 100% sure. And Airline Park saying, wonder if the wind has picked up. Aviation Hunters, I'm seeing a lot of dodgy landings now. Well, I can actually check the weather update. Well, I can check the weather for you. I'll give you all a weather update, obviously. And no, it still seems as if it's 11 knots of wind here at London Heathrow, blowing in the eastern direction. So it hasn't changed for the past 2 hours, almost 3. But yeah, no, it's been 11 knots all day, and the pilots earlier weren't struggling as much as they are now. Let's see. Khalil Palestine saying the United 767's transponder is on and is departing to IAD, and that's this one right here. And Sean West saying best plane anyone has ever been on. Well, obviously I did say it earlier, don't really fly long routes, and so I'd probably say the A320neo. It's either that or the 737, whichever one you like most. But in terms of comfortability, I'd say the A320neo. Stephen Lewis saying hi, new to the channel. Not many planes making their way to London Heathrow over Bridgend. Lots of departures though. It is very busy with departures. But yeah, it is interesting to hear. I guess the American flights come later in the evening, about 7 p.m, just so they're ready to depart the next day at around 6 o'clock in the morning. Well, they do begin departing at 6:45, so around then really is when they arrive. So I'd assume they'll be flying over very soon, but not too sure. And well, yeah, Lingus A320 200. Okay, so let's see. Stephen White saying interesting fact, each wheel of the landing gear, let's see, deposits about 1 pound of rubber. That's an awfully lot for an A380, for example. That is an awful lot. I mean, I've seen people switching runway lights because of all of the rubber that's being left on the runway after landing. Oh, and well, that's probably why. Look at how hard that touchdown was. Well, how do you like your landing, sir? I like to make sure that I feel that we've touched down on the runway. That was awful hard. Jeez, that was a well, that wasn't even a cargo jet either. Passengers are definitely not going to be happy with that landing. I guess they're on the ground now, so don't really care as much. And so Ari saying what's close touchdown action at 27 right supposed to mean? So that's supposed to mean that we're nice and close to the action, really. I mean, I think it's self-explanatory. 27 right being the runway that they're using. I think this is really as close as you get to the action at London Heathrow, just due to the amount of fences and barriers in the way. But yeah, nice and close to the touchdown mark as we are. BAC 111 fan saying great livery, A320 Neo Tunisia. Sean West saying, once flew a Fokker to Paris. That was an experience. It's interesting. I think KLM used to operate Fokkers, I believe, to London Heathrow. Quick hops to Amsterdam from London Heathrow, that was. So Ken Finch saying, it's been a long day, Aviation Hunters. Are you driving home to Wales today? And yes, we will be. Not planning to stay overnight here at London. So yeah, we'll get on to our 3-hour-long car journey back to Cardiff later on in the day. So that's the British Airways A319. I think generally driving in the night as well, Ken, is just, it is quieter on the road, so you know, you haven't got as much traffic and all of that stuff. So yeah, the journey should be a bit quicker than it usually is. Alright, so I've got an update as to when we'll be leaving, and that's going to be 6:30 PM. Never mind, that's going to be 6:45 PM. Yeah, so we'll be leaving London Heathrow at 6:45 PM, just well, that's just about an hour left of the stream, so we've got plenty of action left to go. Lovely things. But yes, just a warm welcome to our 900 live viewers. If you're enjoying the stream, like, subscribe, you know how to support the channel. Obviously we've got a About page. Well, in our About page we've got our other socials, so obviously if you like our photography, you can check out our Instagram page, or if you'd like to join our Discord page, we've got a public photography channel. So if you'd like to show us any of your shots, obviously you can join the Discord. But yeah, many ways to support the channel if you so wish to. Let's see, Planes and Trains TV saying off to watch WWE in London on the weekend, and staying at London Renaissance Runway View 2. Well, bring a camera if you've got one, because well, you're going to want to with all of these amazing shots, especially from a hotel room. I mean, you're much higher than we are. And Philip Jones saying another Ryanair pilot after that hard Qatar landing. I mean, perhaps he's just graduated into Qatar Airways. You never know. Just getting used to the Boeing 777 perhaps. Let's see what's on the ground now. That's the that's going to be, is that heading to Frankfurt, or has it arrived from Frankfurt? No, I think it's heading to Frankfurt. The A320neo, but I'm not too sure. Let's see. So a lucky me saying best location, to be honest. Well, thank you so much. I mean, it is great to be here. I mean, plenty of action here with views pretty much over the not over the runway, that makes no sense, with views pretty much over the fence. It's nice and clear, the touchdown. It is definitely darkening around London Heathrow today. It's getting nice and late. Let's see, Rob Lyon saying just subscribed. Great stuff, perfect for learning piano pieces. Well, thanks for subscribing and supporting the channel. Glad that you're enjoying the stream. right. Planes and Trains TV saying good old Wales. I'm Bridgend based. Let's see. British Airways A319, I think that is. And you could tell he was trying his hardest for a smooth landing. I mean, that nose was right the way up. Perfect, perfect. So, ALF musician saying, good afternoon. Will it be possible to show a perspective of the airport to see how big it is? Because it seems to me that you're very close to the airport. Maybe it's just my impression. Well, here's my maximum zoom, well, my minimum zoom length. Sorry about that. So you can see it is nice and big. I mean, the airport goes all the way up over there. We're here right now. We've got the British Airways hangars over there, and then the Virgin Atlantic hangar here. But yeah, that's generally where we're at. The Iberia A350-900 up next. It's from Madrid. Nice and short flight, but just over 2 hours. About 3 really. Well, the Royal Mail Shrek has got some letters to deliver, and so he's blocked our view of the pilot's landing. Well, no problem. Did look pretty smooth there, I must say. Didn't really see the A350 bounce a lot. But yes, well, thanks for joining us, ALF musician, and obviously thanks for being with us. Well, Ken, bon voyage as well. Let's see, Mason B, good afternoon to you from a damp, raining West Lancashire. Well, thanks for joining us. It's nice that we haven't got rain here at London Heathrow. And yeah, ALF musician, I think I responded to you. Oh, the Iran Air A330, which you can just about see over there. Yeah, I just shown the runway view. I might be behind with the replies, just due to obviously managing many different things all at once. But yeah, it's the TAP Air Portugal A320 Neo. Sorry, A321 Neo. Let's see. That's some sort of tactic, I'm not too sure. Does anyone know? Landing on the left main gear first and then sort of evening it out. It's almost as if he doesn't want to land, he's just debating it. I think it's due to the wind, but I'm not too sure. Obviously, if somebody would like to clarify, that would be amazing. And yeah, ALF musician, good afternoon to you. And let's see, Stinky Mole saying I'm coming here for 2 weeks today, for 3 days. Chet A1 sniffing. Well, you'll love it here, trust me. Plenty to see. Really never gets bored. Shred Ahead saying Watermelon Airways for that TAP Air Portugal in its livery. I do like it a lot. I mean, I do like watermelon generally, but no, just talking about the livery. I think it is a stunning livery. It's quite unique, really. Red, green, white. Couldn't think of any other liveries that feature the same colours. apart from maybe S7 Airlines, but that's really just the main green, one green covered jet. But anyway, the KLM E295, the second one of the day, arriving from Amsterdam on its 1 hour long journey. Where is it? Watermelon Airways, here it is. And yes, so Stephen Ward saying good afternoon. First time here from Derbyshire. Well, good afternoon to you. Thanks for joining. It's great to have so many new viewers join us here at London Heathrow. So I appreciate all of you for obviously finding us and just tuning in. Let's see, the Iran Air A330-200. Look at that. We saw it arrive and we're seeing it taxi for departure. Not a very popular airline that operates out of London Heathrow. Don't know if they operate in the UK at all, actually, other than obviously London Heathrow. Don't think I've ever seen them at any other airport. But it is nice to catch a new airline. It's an A330-200 as well. You don't really see many of those. It's mostly the 300s and the Neos. And Smackaroni, good afternoon to you over in Amsterdam. Oh, just missed this arrival. The British Airways A321 CEO. And that is an A320-200, also a CEO jet. Wow, that's stunning. Look at that, the A330-200. Obviously, that's going to be departing very soon. We'll try and catch it. So we've got an arrival inbound 3 minutes out, so quite a distance away. And look at that, that's the Iberia A320neo heading to Madrid. That we just seen there pass by the Iran Air A330. Let's see. D1986 saying, new to the channel, you're going to be here at Heathrow live streaming on the 25th of October when I fly out to San Diego. I'm not too sure. Haven't planned that far in advance really, but if you let us know the date, so if it's a Saturday, that would be ideal for us. If you just let us know what day that will be, so we'll perhaps try to. But obviously, it all depends on schedule, really. But yeah, if it is a Saturday, we probably will be here. And Danny V Rensburg, good afternoon to you over in Johannesburg. Saying great to have you. Philip Jones saying they're not allowed to refuel in Britain. Well, that's unfortunate. Must be. No, I must not really be carrying much fuel then. Where is it heading? How long is the journey? Do you know anything about that, Philip? And Paul saying good afternoon from Lincolnshire. Good afternoon to you. Thanks for joining. Oh, BA Better will delivery on the opposite side. It's the A320neo. Oh, the Lufthansa A320neo also on pushback. I think that's the engine start that I can hear. Can hear something at least. Yeah, so Wednesday afternoon, we'll definitely look into it. and yeah, we're looking to see if we'll be able to go then. Let's see, we've got a nice close taxi here. Now I don't know where this one's heading. I think this is going to be a departure, but I'm not too sure. Nice and thin engines there, definitely different to that of the Neo ones. And K135Z plays. Good afternoon to you over in Kuwait. Thanks for the kind words. Glad to hear that you're enjoying the footage from London Heathrow. And let's see, Cutler Creative saying, is this the best location to take pictures? Well, it really depends on the runway operations. If it's 27 left, we would highly recommend Myrtle Avenue for the nice flyover shots. If it's 27 right, I would definitely say to the Renaissance Hotel, which is where we're at today. Oh, we've got a flock of birds flying over the airport, so I'm going to assume that's a ground crew vehicle would come here and obviously scare them off. There it is. There's an arriving jet. Was about to check flight radar, but I just realised the tab had closed, so that's unfortunate. We're just gonna have to make do. Oh, never mind, it's opened. Let's see. Okay, so it's the British Airways A320-200 from Frankfurt and Maine, FRA. That's a 1 hour long journey, and it's registered Golf Tango Tango Oscar Bravo. That's the reg of the aircraft. Plenty of departing traffic. I must say, I've seen about 4 aircraft pass this Lufthansa whilst it's been pushing back, taking its time obviously. Guess he doesn't want to leave London anytime soon. Let's see. And so Philip's saying Iran Air flight to Tehran. Is that a how long is that? Is that 6 hours or 5 hours? I can't remember the flight time when it had arrived from there. Oh well, we've got birds over the runway. That's not great. Okay, that is... Oh, EC rudder checks for the A320 Neo. There it is, nice. Alright, next up, let's see, what is this? Oh, it's a 777. Let's dial in the focus. There it is. Say British Airways Boeing 777, it seems. Yeah, it definitely is. Where is that coming from? Let's see. So it's a One World livery. I know Tim likes this one. He was requesting it earlier on in the stream. So this has arrived from Mumbai, and it's a 9 hour long journey, and it's registered Golf Yankee Mike Tango. Lovely stuff. I've had that jet actually. I think it was that exact jet arrive at Cardiff Airport for some maintenance. Nice to see it back here at London Heathrow. And black, yellow, red, good afternoon to you over in Brussels. You can just about see a Brussels Airlines A320, perfect timing. Let's see, Philip Jones saying the Iran Air flight to Tehran about 6.5 hours. Yeah, thanks for that. 6.5 hours there and back with no fuel. That's an interesting one. Alrighty, so we've got an arrival inbound. What is it? First, let's get the focus working. There it is. Alright, so it is the British Airways A320-200 from Inverness on his 1 hour long journey. Registration on board the jet today is going to be Golf Echo Uniform Zulu, that is GEUUZ. And a nice and short one for this A320-200 or A320CO, whichever one you'd like to call it. Nice, that was nice. Got that Virgin Atlantic 787 just parked now. Doesn't seem to be heading out anytime soon. Let's see. So you've got the British Airways A350 right behind that Lufthansa A320neo. Both going to be heading out to 27 left for departure. So our next step is going to be another British Airways A320-200, this one arriving from Edinburgh on its, well, pretty much an hour-long journey as well. It's going to be registered Golf Echo Uniform X, X-ray, so it's GEUUX. And Mason B saying, did Qantas and Japan and Japanese airlines land or leave in the afternoon? I am not too sure of Qantas and Japanese airlines. I know we had JAL actually, that had arrived in the afternoon earlier on today, but I'm not aware of any more. Yeah, as I said, not aware of any more arriving or departing now. And Shred Ahead saying British Airways nailing it every time. So we've got the 787 being towed away. A couple of closed windows on the 787. Don't think I've ever been on a flight where I've closed the window. I think it's all part of the fun, really, looking out and seeing the engine, seeing the wing, seeing how far above you are from the ground, really. Let's see. So Shrimp Flea saying hello. Iran Air extra. Sorry, has extra fuel tanks. As I can't refuel at London Heathrow due to sanctions. Well, thank you for that fact. I would have assumed so, because, well, I don't think an A330 is that capable. Sorry, but I don't think an A330 is that capable, especially a 200 model, of flying for that long. What was that, 10 hours really? 12 to 10 hours with no refueling. Perhaps it can be on maximum fuel efficiency the whole way, but yeah, not I didn't think it would. see, that's the BA A320 for departure. Oh, there is British Airways A380 heading to runway 27 left for departure. Seems as if that Scandinavian A320neo will also be heading for departure soon. So Shrimp Fleece saying closed windows could be empty seats. Could definitely be. But generally, if you are flying with the window closed, well, yeah, I could never do that myself. All right, let's see what's up next. So we've got a big one after. Well, oh no, okay, never mind. We've got the Swiss A320neo arriving from Zurich on its 1 hour and 15-minute long journey, and that's going to be registered Hotel Bravo Juliet Delta Alpha. Well, Tim, you'll be happy to know we've got another One World livery or sticker British Airways Boeing 777 up next. It's going to be the 777-200 from Beijing on its 13-hour-long journey, and it's going to be registered Golf Yankee Mike uniform. That is GYMMU. But yeah, that's going to be the pretty much the third One World sticker that we've seen today. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So Cutler saying, how do I find out what runway is being used on a specific day? Well, it's all about wind direction. If I think there's an article online about it. There's easterly and westerly operations, so a plane's going to have to land into the direction of wind. No, sorry, the opposite way around, I think that is. But yeah, no, there's an article online if you type it up. So yeah, if you want 27 right and left action, you need to be looking for the wind direction to be blowing right. On BBC Weather you can check. And if you want the 09 left and 09 right, it's going to be blowing left, I believe. And obviously we've got runway alternation, so after each week the airport changes what runway they'll be operating on. So this week it's going to be 27 left for the morning period, and then 27 right for the afternoon period. The 737 MAX 8 there. That's pushing back, but yeah, no, you can find out more online if you'd like to search it up. And let's see, Sean West saying, could you zoom across for the BA A380 takeoff, please? I will. I'll be sure to do that. Just let me know when it's lining up on the runway, and then I'll be sure to focus on it for you. D1986 saying, what's your favourite looking plane? And that's the A350. Abraham Park saying the Concorde. Philip Jones also saying the A350. Shredderhead saying the A330-300. It's a unique choice. So the Iberia A320neo from Madrid. Nice touchdown. It's a nice and sleek looking livery this is. Let's see. So that's the Swiss A320neo that we'd seen arrive. That's heading over to the gates. The lot Polish Airlines 737 MAX 8 will be heading out to Warsaw. And Matt's Aviation, good afternoon to you, or should I say good evening, if you're in the UK. And yes. And yeah, Cutler, if you just see Tim's message about searching up Heathrow Airport on their website, just read that message, because that is accurate, and it is what we look at usually as well. Let's see, AW saying, hey mate, how are you doing today? Doing very well, thank you. And yourself? So this is the British Airways A321. And this A321 CEO has actually arrived from Corfu, CFW, and it's registered Golf Uniform, sorry, not Uniform, Golf Echo Uniform X-Ray Juliet, that is GEUXG. And Hunt Rogan, good afternoon to you, thanks for joining us once again. Matt's Aviation saying grease to that, definitely did. Let's see, so the British Airways A380 seems to be third in line, third or fourth. I think it's going to be fourth in line for departure. So we're watching out for that. For Sean, who had requested it, or for it. And just a brief update, 25 minutes left of our live stream here at London Heathrow. Traffic is slowly dying down, but oh well, I say that there's 4 aircraft in line for arrival, including this one. But yeah, no, we'll end at 6:45. The Scandinavian A320neo. And does anyone know what that was on the Scandinavian A320neo? Once again, another random thing on the window, or the cockpit windows. Almost looked as if it was some homemade sunshades made out of paper. It's an interesting one, but yeah. Let's see, what's this? Another British Airways aircraft. And Gherkin Hobel, good afternoon to you over in Germany. How are you? Thanks for joining us. Very, very bumpy. Alright, so yes, the British Airways A380. Just watching out for that. No, that's not it. Well, that's a Finnair A350-900 to Helsinki. We'll watch that. Obviously it is theirs, so we may as well take advantage of it. I think I've just seen the tail and I can hear the A380. Never mind, it is definitely the A380, I think. Either that or the A350, not too sure. But let's see as it pops out. Alright, so yeah, definitely the A350. A380. Can't speak today. Sorry about that. I think he'll appear just about by the air traffic control tower around here, I'd say. There it is. British Airways A380 to Washington, as Sean requested. 4-engine jet, double decker, stunning. Lovely there. I think this is the 777. Is that a 200 or a 300? I think that's a 200, but do correct me if I'm wrong. Not really good with determining whether a 777 is a 200 or a 300, I must admit. But anyway, next up, the British Airways A320-200 for arrivals, and that's from Fairone. It's a 2-hour and 32-minute long journey. Nice flare. And a nice touchdown. Just going to watch the Lufthansa A320neo from, that was from Munich. We just missed that because of the British Airways A380, but yeah, that's currently taxiing to the gate. Lufthansa only operating A320neos at London Heathrow unless there's a shortage of them. In that case, they'd use an A320-200 or sometimes an A321, but generally it's the A320neo usually. Alright, next up is going to be the China Southern Airlines 787 Dreamliner. And that's from, I don't know how you pronounce that properly, I think that's Guangzhou. And posing for the camera there is the Lufthansa A320neo. Would be amazing if we could get a wave, but I think we're a bit too far for that. Alright, so Mark Bonner, welcome to Economy. Thanks for joining our membership program. We hope you enjoy the perks. But yeah, thanks for being a supporter of the channel. We really do appreciate it. And Shrimp Flea saying, do you think LHR will ever add a third runway? Well, I think the airport itself really does want to. It would really promote tourism, and it's got a load of benefits. But then again, it's just a matter of traffic, like residential traffic, I guess. We've got homes everywhere, and if you think about it, you don't really want an aircraft such as an A380 flying over your house at around 10 PM in the evening. So I don't know, it's really debatable. It's all, you know, I think because we've had protests generally about adding a third runway. Obviously the residents don't really want that, and I can see why. I mean, it is really loud and it generates pollution and all of that stuff, so But yeah, it is a debatable topic about the third runway. Anyway, that was a special livery, born in 2021 there for the it's ITA Airways airliner. I think that was an A320-200, I didn't quite see. It was either a 200 or a Neo. And I love crab legs. Good morning or good afternoon to you over in Los Angeles. And so the 200, the 777-200, that's 4 doors, and the 300, that's 5 doors. Well, thank you guys for that explanation. I'll be sure to look out for them, I guess. Yeah, that did really help me out a lot. So a big shout out to all of you guys helping me out this year. The Lufthansa A320neo. What's that? Is that an A330 or is that a 787? I can't tell. I think that might... Oh, I can't really tell. What jet is that? It could be an A330-900, but I'm not too sure. I can't really tell based on that tail. Can't even remember what that was. I think it was a British Airways jet, wasn't it? It might be a 787 actually. Yeah, I'm not too sure what that jet is, but anyway. Philip Jones saying expand Gatwick or preferably Stansted. Well, it would be nice to expand Gatwick, but Stansted, I don't know. I feel like there's already enough Ryanair traffic. I mean, it would probably decrease the ticket fares, obviously, as there's more slots, I guess. But yeah, I'd prefer Gatwick for a runway, or a new runway really. Alright, so let's see. Francis, good evening from Sierra Leone. Hope you're doing very well. It's quite a distance away. Well, thanks for tuning in. XD Oof saying thanks for streaming this. The China Southern Airlines 787 is carrying my parcel and it was cool to see it land. Well, you're most welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. At least you know your parcel's in the UK now. That's an interesting thing. And Shredderhead saying don't worry, way things going, people won't afford to fly. That definitely is the case with the inflation at the moment. So Cutler Creative saying, is Myrtle Avenue the best place for 27 left? I definitely think it is. You can't see touchdowns, but you can see them fly over directly above you, which is fantastic. I mean, we were here earlier, so yeah, we'd highly recommend them for 27 left ops. The Scandinavian A320neo. Loads of A320neos being operated today. Lufthansa, Scandinavian, Austrian, even Aer Lingus and Tunisia Air. There's plenty to see. And Tim just clarifying it was a 200. Thank you, Tim. Jacob Dane saying hi all, how is the stream going on? It's cool and cloudy. Did you know they're selling prime hydration at my local Tesco I bought? Well, I hope you enjoy the drink, I guess. But yeah, it is very cloudy here at London Heathrow, I must say. It's been like that all day. It's complete cloud, but complete ceiling of clouds at 4,000 feet. Alright, so you guys are saying 4 doors is a 777-200, so I think that's the British Airways Boeing 777-200. Not really looking at flight radar, so please do obviously let me know if I was correct. Just trying to look for the amount of doors the jet has got. But yes. Let's see. Cold Tabs, good afternoon to you from Copenhagen. Cami Hudson saying scaffold engines, that's a Dreamliner. Yeah, couldn't quite tell, but yeah, thank you. Mario B, good morning to you over from Melbourne. Well, thanks for tuning in. What's the time over there for you guys? And Philip Jones saying, I said Stansted as there is only fields around. Yeah, that's a good recommendation, I guess. But imagine Ryanair with that occasional Jet 2 and then just resuming with the Ryanair traffic, really. So the Vietnam Airlines 787 Dreamliner heading up for departure. It's runway 27 left, it's going full. Scandinavian A320neo for its taxi now, I think that is, yeah. Let's see, okay, we've got an arrival actually. So if that camera movement was very quick, I didn't want to miss this one. Even though it's a, what's that, an A320neo? It's an A321. Oh, that's an A320neo. Yes, so that was the British Airways A320neo from Lyon. Registration on board that jet today is going to be Golf Tango Tango November Juliet GTTNJ. And not too sure, FROP, saying Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner Air Canada. Oh, we've got a Chinook up here. Check this out. It's a Chinook. There it is. Ugh. Crossing over the runway. Wasn't expecting to see that. It's a nice fly past. Don't think I've ever seen that. Wow, that is nice. I've seen her on pictures, but never in on a live stream or just in real life in general. That is stunning. Well, that's for all of our helicopter lovers. Let's see. Shane Smith saying crystal clear quality. Probably the best I've seen on a London Heathrow stream. Well, thank you so much, Shane. Glad to see that you're enjoying it. I mean, we've constantly been upgrading our equipment throughout different live streams, or throughout really all of them. So it is great to see that it really is paying off, I guess. But yeah, thanks for being here, and obviously thanks for sharing the kind words. So that's the China Southern. Is that China Southern? I think it is. That's on the opposite side. The 787 Dreamliner. So Paul Newell saying, is it only streamers that aren't allowed at the hotel car park? Well, we actually had spoken to the manager, the security manager here at the Renaissance Hotel, and we were given the green flag for streaming here. So yeah, I'm not too sure about that. I think generally anyone can go here as long as you pay for the parking and obviously obey the rules. Just, you know, generally don't vandalize or do any of that stuff. But yes, let's see. 3:33 a.m. Mario saying Wednesday 10 degrees Celsius. Well, I'm glad we've got warm weather here. It's like 22 degrees it was today. Not too sure what it is now, but yeah. Alright, what's this? The Lufthansa A320neo. Stunning there. Love the sunshades on board the A320neos. And Tim saying, oh, big scary scopter. Oh, sorry, scary copter. I can't read or talk or any of that stuff today. Sue Cosin saying hello, just found Aviation Hunters. I'm really into plane spotting these days. Great helicopter flyby. I'm from Portland, Oregon. Well, good afternoon to you and thanks for joining us. Great that you found us. Obviously plane spotting lovers on this channel as well. But yes, it is great to have you. Just a quick reminder as we wait for the next arrival, make sure to like, subscribe to support the channel, and obviously by liking you're pretty much boosting the amount of advertisement YouTube is sort of giving our video to across to other people. But yeah, just obviously support the channel if you'd like to, and enjoying the if you're enjoying the stream. Turkish Airlines A330-300, actually that's being pushed back now. It seems like we've had a Lufthansa almost every minute. Jesus, had so many today. Not complaining though. Let's see, what's this? This is it China Eastern? Yes, the China Eastern Boeing 777-300. And that was an arrival from Shanghai. Don't know how long that journey is. I'm assuming pretty long. Over 9 hours, I'd say, but I'm not 100% sure. So we're approaching the last 5 minutes of the stream. Just to let you all know, just looking at the schedule, we've got 2 BA aircrafts, 1 Austrian Airlines, another British Airways, and then an Air India jet. So I think we'll probably finish on the Air India jet. Alright, so next up is the British Airways A320-200 from Dublin. It's definitely getting dark out here. The camera's starting to struggle with the focus, but anyway. So from Dublin, that's a 48-minute long journey, and the registration on board this jet today is going to be Golf Echo Uniform Yankee November. That is GEUYN. So the Lufthansa A320neo has been sitting there for quite a while, just enjoying the rest, I guess, from being in the sky. Let's see. Oh, it's moving now. It's always when I say something, they start moving. I think I'm a lucky charm. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, so let's read some of the chat messages. And Cutler, yes, we are stood up on a vehicle, hence why we're this high. Obviously, if you're on the ground, it will be it definitely will be hard to spot from the Renaissance Hotel. So you'll have a about 2 layers of fences to go through. So yeah, just be aware of that. the BA A320neo from Madrid. And there's the reg, Golf Tango Tango November Golf GTTNG. Alright, the Lufthansa and the Turkish Airlines jets, both on the tarmac right now. The A330 Turkish Airlines is going to be departing, so we're heading to 27 left, and then the Lufthansa jet is going to be just parking in the gate area. And Shrimp Flea saying this time of the year, doesn't it stay light until 10 or 11 p.m? It does, but it has darkened really early. I'm pretty shocked myself, but I think it's mainly to do with the exceeding of clouds. I mean, it is, you know, very cloudy here at London Heathrow, as I'm sure you can tell. But yeah, the Austrian Airlines A320neo from Vienna. You can just see the ceiling of clouds. They are very dark as well, so not really getting any natural sun in. And Tim, you could always try with a bus at the hotel. I mean, as long as you pay for parking, I don't think there would be an issue. But I mean, I don't know. Perhaps if you really want to, just maybe contact the hotel. It would be fun. A perfect view, really, right on top of a van. Just set a tripod up, just use a camera, you know, some nice shots. That'd be stunning. Anyway, the British Airways jet. And that is the British Airways A319 from Jersey, about a 1 hour long journey in case you're wondering. And the aircraft was actually registered Golf Echo Uniform Papa Oscar. And our last aircraft of the day, and it seems like the last arrival for a while, is the Air India 787-8 Dreamliner. That is operating from Mumbai on its 9 hour long journey, 9 hour to be exact. And the aircraft we registered Victor Tango Alpha November Juliet, in case you're wondering. Right, so gonna end off the stream here at 6:46. Just like to thank everyone for your immaculate support. I mean, a big shout out to the two moderators, Plain Man and, you know, Tim as well, with well, both donating 5 memberships to the channel today. So a big thank you to mods, obviously, for keeping the chat clean and engaging with the viewers. Also a big thank you to our new subscribers and new viewers that are just joining us here at here on today's live stream. I'd just like to thank you all, because your support has been, you know, amazing. I didn't get any negative comments for today's stream, so generally it seemed like we've had a positive outcome, which was well, which is fantastic to hear. We've had a load of people obviously praise us for our picture quality and entertainment and all of that stuff, so that is great to hear your support. So a big thank you to everyone that attended today's live stream, doing a bit of a late one at 3 o'clock. But yes, now we're going to be on the road to Cardiff, and we'll announce when we'll be going live next, which I'm going to say is about Saturday at London Heathrow, hopefully, dependent on wind direction. So yes, a big shout out to everyone who joined us, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. So see you all, and let's see you next time. But wait, for our first person to comment on our live chat, they've requested for a to see the traffic, and there it is, Ken. Just a quick shot of the two jets on final approach for London Heathrow. It is getting a bit dark, so the camera's struggling. So yes, those are two jets which we'll leave it off on. But yeah, generally a big thank you, and have a great rest of your evening or morning wherever you may be. And yes, we'll see you all in the next one.